Do you get angry?
You want me to right now? It's not that I'm incapable of anger, I'm capable of everything. It is just that I have not given this privilege to anybody that they can make me angry, they can make me happy, they can make me unhappy, they can make me miserable. I have not given this privilege to anybody. If somebody need to be shouted at, boom, I'll go.
So what makes you angry?
It doesn't make me angry. If they need a shouting, I'll give it to them. See, there are different kinds of people in the world. There is somebody here, if I just look at them, they'll understand why they're being looked at. There's somebody else here, if you look at them, they'll just stare back at you. If you tell them gently, they will understand. There is somebody here, if you tell them gently, they won't get it, you have to shout at them. There's somebody else here, even if you shout, they won't get it, you have to knock them on the head and tell them. Different levels of sensitivity in the world. Your action should be appropriate to the situation in which you exist. I am not bound like this, I will not say this, I will be gentle, I will be nice, I have no such things. I am just appropriate to the situations in which I exist. What you need, I will do. If you need only shouting, I'll do. What's my problem?
What's your shortcoming?
Huh? My shortcoming is, I'm not tall enough.
You're the tallest man right now you're here. We know that.
I came little short.
Do you feel lonely?
Lonely? If when you're alone, if you feel lonely, obviously you're in bad company, isn't it?
If you have to describe yourself in one word, what will that word be? So if Sadhguru has to decide, and if he has to, tell me to describe himself in one word, one that apart from mystic.
Okay. Would you consider wildlife as two words or one word?
What is the word?
Wildlife.
It's… for you it's one word.
One word. So life, uncultured, uncultivated, just wild and as it is, that's me.
You're very warm also.
Just life, nothing else.
This is the first video I've ever watched that made me realize the importance of being around a living master. Previously to finding Sadhguru, I was studying the Buddha's teachings. I read all that I could from the Pali Canon, as well as the works from living Buddhist masters, as well as deceased Buddhist masters, and what they had to say about this concept of enlightenment. The Buddha and all of the commentary that all said generally similarly the same thing, that once you become enlightened, there is no more fear, there's no more anger, there's no more aversion, there's no more craving, there's no more of these defilements, these impurities within the human mind. When I read that, I always was pondering, how can this be possible? How is this possible? How can a person be free from anger? If the person gets slapped across the face by a random stranger, are they going to be filled with love and compassion? Oh, it's okay. If they get feces thrown at them in the middle of the street while they're crossing the sidewalk, are they going to be blissful? Oh, no problem, sir. I'll just go wash it off. How is that not possible to be not angry? If your house gets lit on fire by some arsonist, are you going to be, oh, live and light, it's okay, it's no big deal, I'll just go live in a box? How… it didn't make sense to me, it didn't click, the concept wasn't fulfilled in my mind until I saw this masterful video by Sadhguru. When I saw this video by Sadhguru, it made me realize that your internal reactions or your internal expressions are 100% under your control. I've heard this said, and I've read this many times, numerous times, that the Buddha explained this, but actually seeing a person that's actually living it in real life, or on video in this case, I understood what is meant by that. And it took many, many years later for me to actually start to practice this within myself, or actually understand it deeply within myself, not just intellectually, but actually experientially. And rewatching this video now, while I'm making this Sadhguru's video, it made me understand that yes, 100% of your internal reactions are under your control. And watching this live living master made me realize that if he gets angry, if Sadhguru gets angry, it's his own conscious control, it's his own reaction, it's his own choice, specifically when dealing with other human beings that need it at that moment. I'm sure he doesn't get angry in the suffering way, like anger is not a pleasant emotion. If you get angry, it hurts quite badly. It means that anger, technically speaking, means that you are frustrated or you're angry at something that you really have no control over. That's where anger comes in. It's a kind of bulldozing. You want to destroy everything in front of you because you don't have any control over that. If you had control over the thing that you're getting angry about, you wouldn't really get angry. But some things happen, you have no control over it, you want to get angry because you want to destroy that thing. So the words that Sadhguru uses, he says that he doesn't give anyone the privilege of making him angry. That's very wise. What does that mean? Well, the words, he says, are precisely true and accurate. You give somebody the privilege of making you angry. Here, you can do X, Y, and Z and you can make me angry. But you don't have to do that. You can have this particular atmosphere 100% under your control, as it naturally is. Everything that's happening inside of you is your own conscious choice. You're choosing that. Like, for example, I live in this room. This is my room. 100% of the things that I have in my room are under my control. I can choose where to put my statue. I can choose where to put my pictures. I can choose if I want to light a oil lamp or not. I can choose everything within my room. No police officer or no government authority is going to come and tell me what I can and can't do. Unless, of course, it's illegal. But that's besides the point. Similarly, in this internal environment, 100% of the atmosphere, I control 100% of this atmosphere. It's under my control. And you or anybody else can't do anything to change that. So when you get angry, it's a reaction, it's a compulsion, it's an instinctive action based on hundreds and thousands of years of evolution and your own lifetimes and whatever. I don't really understand how the past is, but the fundamental truth is that when somebody pokes you, you react, not consciously, but just reactively. It's no other way of saying it. So it's not your conscious choice, it's simply impulsive. It's a reaction. Thank you so much for watching this video. Go to my website, shivakailash.com, buy yourself some spiritual stuff, and book a spiritual call with me if you want to improve your spirituality. I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Goodbye. Da na 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 da na